Fellow Southern Cameroonians, accept revolutionary greetings from me, Comrade John Ba Akuro. Today is Friday, is October 30, 2020. And this day, we are all invited to communion together, beginning 12 noon Eastern Time, USA, Canada, and that will be 5 p.m. in Southern Cameroons. My dear brothers and sisters of the Southern Cameroons, this is a unique opportunity for us to come together like one people, indicate to the world that we know we have a common destiny, and tell the world that we are tired of what is happening in our land. The massacres have become too much for anyone to bear. We are seeing that despite the fact that we are grieving, the colonial administrators sent to our territory by dictator Paul Biya are continuing to send us but threats. If you had the opportunity to watch and listen to Mr. Okalia Bilai Bernard respond to the women who went to his office in black and in mourning gear, he made clear that it is more force that is on the way. He made clear that Mr. Paul Biya was sending more soldiers with more guns, with more artillery to come and destroy our land, to come and decimate our people. Rather, he threatened that these women should go out there and bring out their children and hand over to him and Mr. Paul Biya to destroy. And that is the only remedy that he could offer them. But I'd like us to see in this a kind of message. I'm sure we all heard our mothers, our sisters, our wives scream aloud, "We don't know," when Mr. Okalia Bilai tried to intimidate them into accepting that they knew who the perpetrators of all these ills were. This is bravery. This is leadership. They were surrounded, but they didn't fear. It is the same thing we witnessed in Bamenda, when our mothers, our sisters, our wives also told Mr. Lele Lafik de Benchofo that they will not sing a colonial anthem on our territory. They said no, right in his face. He was shocked, he was embarrassed. They have not been used to that. All of this follow on the heels of Madame Mary, one car that we saw in Kumba, come out, led by the Holy Spirit, to tell Mr. Tanga Ponji straight in his face that the Egyptians we see today, we shall see them no more. To tell him straight in the face that they can peddle the lies and bring down all kinds of sufferings on our people. But there is a God who will render justice at his appointed time. It can only be a clear message from above that perhaps we, the men, we have failed in our duty to be at the vanguard of this movement. Let us increasingly support our wives, our sisters, our mothers, as they have decided to lead the church where some of us have failed. It is in total unison that we will secure the victory we seek. You definitely saw it circulating on social media and you thought it was a prank. You have heard some people bring warnings in audios and some also in video messages like this one, and you thought it was a prank. But I'm sure when you heard it from the mouth of Mr. Okalia Bilai Bernard himself, you have understood. Don't take him for granted. Don't take it for a joke. That in the days ahead, they are going to visit more trouble on our people. What happened in Kumba was an excuse they were looking for. They were looking for something to show to the world this is the justification for our continual or for our escalation of the use of force. That is what they were looking for. That is why they carried out that act, because they wanted to let the world say, okay, no, we understand. Yeah, these children or these people have exaggerated. Do what you want to do. That is what they were looking for. They haven't even waited for anyone to tell them that, oh, yeah, you are really right. Those people did it. They have moved to plan B. So you better be careful wherever you are. You better be on the watch. We have to be each other's keeper. Beware. Don't fall prey to any kind of temptation for you to go tell lies and set up your own people for destruction. That will not be redemption song. What we are tuning this Friday, October 30, in the Ecumenical Service, are redemption songs. Redemption song, songs of freedom. My dear people of the Southern Cameroons, we have to stay alert. We have to work together. We have to bond together. We have to kill the enemy of division. We have to destroy any vestige, all the old demons of total confusion and misunderstanding. We need collaboration today more than we have ever needed it before. This outing this Friday is a clear demonstration of our ambition to work together. Those who have stayed away, I give them the benefit of doubt that they are beating their time to come on board. We all have to work together. And I want to congratulate particularly our women, our wives, our sisters, our mothers, the Takumbang organization that is coordinating SCAWL, SKEW, that is coordinating the youth movement, that is coordinating all other groups to make sure we have a wonderful ecumenical service today. They are just taking over, continuing from where their brethren, our mothers, wives, and sisters on the ground have been doing, that we have seen all these days. I think this should be a much clearer message to anyone who was getting discouraged that God is sitting on the front seat of this movement, on the front seat of the struggle. And that because God is in charge, we shall make it. All the obstacles we are witnessing were simply part of the plan. All the difficulties we are seeing were simply part of the arrangement. Even the children of Israel witnessed all those difficulties, but they finally got to the promised land. It is time for us to get up from our slumber. Let us stop being complacent. We should stop letting ourselves be manipulated into thinking that we are so different from each other. My dear brothers and sisters, the things that separate us are just too few compared to the numerous ones that should bond us together. Let us dare to work together. Let us dare to stop fighting each other. Let us dare to understand each other. We will make it, and we will reduce the length of this journey if we stop fighting each other. I want to particularly thank all of you who are preparing, who are mobilizing to be part of this ecumenical service. We are going to be inserted in the program of the Coalition for Dialogue and Negotiations, because they had planned this international conference before the ecumenical service. And so in the spirit of collaboration, they will begin at 10 o'clock. At midday, they will join us in the ecumenical service. At 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Amber Time, when the ecumenical service is over, we will go back to the conference room and continue the discussions. This whole event will be streamed live on SCBC. It was really our wish that it should have been streamed live on all the channels that broadcast and stomp for the freedom of the people of the Southern Cameroons. But if we didn't succeed this time, we hope that next time we definitely would. This is a promise. To God be the glory.